Hello there, you gorgeous person. This is Chris from TechSperts, and I'm here with the new Lypertek Tevis. Quite the little name there. They're another pair of true wireless earbuds. So many at the moment, but these have set themselves out because A, they're only £99, which is pretty affordable as far as these wireless earbuds go, and 2, they've got up to 70 hours of battery life using that battery case, 10 hours at a time, and then you can get 6 full recharges using the case apparently, which is better than pretty much any other buds out there that I've tested out. So I'm going to show you what's in the box and then zip forward magically in time a few days and give you my full review. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers. So I'd never even heard of Lypertek before these guys got in touch, so it'll be really interesting to see how the sound quality and everything mirrors up to some of the biggest rivals out there. Of course, Samsung Galaxy Buds cost a little bit more. Pretty much everyone is doing their own wireless earbuds now. I can't actually get these damn things out of the box. Oh, that is a tight fit. There we go. There's the actual carry case and then the buds themselves. Oh, and some spare rubbery tips as well, so you can change them depending on how big or small your lug holes are. As you can see, just some different sizes there. And there is the charging cable as well. Nice bit of Type-C, which is always good to see. I do like it when they use Type-C these days rather than the old micro USB. Not only is it reversible, but also most modern phones use Type-C now, so it means you don't have to carry around 2 different cables when you're heading off on a long trip. And you've got a quick start guide as well, which is properly wedged in there. There we go. And that just shows you the pairing process and everything, but I'm expecting it to be very straightforward indeed. So these are the actual Lypertek Tevis. As you can see, they're fairly chunky wireless earbuds, but nothing too extreme, and of course lots of smart tech packed away in there. So hopefully should prove comfortable. I'll cover that in my full in-depth review towards the end of this video. And the actual charging case itself as well, I really like. It's got some lovely fabric style finish, quite unique. Similar, I guess, to the likes of the Google Buds, except hopefully the Lypertek ones suck. And of course you just stick the actual buds away in there. There's a magnetic connection, and as you can see there, the charging case already has some power in it because the buds are now charging. And you just power that away, and there you go. You've got a nice little charging light indicator on the outside as well. Obviously the case itself is quite chunky, definitely thicker than the likes of the Samsung Galaxy Buds case, stuff like that, but should still just about be pocket size as long as you don't mind having a slightly unsightly bulge. And of course you can attach them to stuff using that as well, so yeah. And of course there on the back is your Type-C USB port. Just stick that in when the charging case itself is running out of juice. And as I say, they reckon you'll get up to 70 hours of use from a fully charged case. Interesting stuff. Ooh, right, I've been testing out the Lypertek Tevis for a good few days now, and I'm going to say for that £99 asking price, pretty solid value. And one feature in particular is very impressive indeed. Now first up, I do like the dinky design of these things. They're not exactly the most revolutionary of true wireless earbuds. They look like quite a lot of rivals, but they are nice and dinky, as you can see there. They just fit neatly into your inner ear sanctum. They're reasonably subtle, they don't jut out too far or anything, and they're pretty comfortable to wear for a good few hours at a time as well. Once you find the right rubbery tips to fit your ear shape, they just sit in there nicely. They don't feel like they're sort of pushing on your inner ear or anything, but as you can see there, they're nice and firmly in there. I've done lots of running for trains and the like this week, and they have never felt like they were going to pop out at any point. Now IPX7 water resistant as well, so no problems if you get caught in a downpour. Great news if you live in the UK like I do, and you can even drop them in your cup of herbal tea and they won't break. Just give them a quick wiping off, they'll be absolutely fine. The buds work independently of one another as well. Either one can be the master, so you can use just the left one by itself, absolutely fine, or just the right one by itself. And if you're using both, you can just take one out, put one back in the case, the other one will continue to work seamlessly, so it's all good. That said, I did notice that when I pulled them out of the case, if I didn't pull the left one out first, occasionally they would struggle to work as a pair, so make sure you always take the left one out of the case before the right one. Now the Lypertek Tevis do actually have little push buttons here on the flat surface right on the edge as well. Unfortunately it's not most comfortable to use because of course when you push that button in, you are basically driving the buds into your ear holes, so not amazing. What you want to do is you want to sort of pinch the buds and then tap like so, kind of a little bit awkward, but it does work. And the buttons themselves are fantastic. You get one on each bud. Just pushing once, either buds will pause or play your music. Then if you double push the right one, that will actually raise the volume. If you double push the left one, that will drop the volume back down again. So it's great to see that they work independently like that. And of course, if you want to skip the track, it's a triple tap of this one. If you want to go back a track, it's a triple tap of the left one. So of course, if you're only using one bud, then you won't get that full functionality. But it's great that with just a single push button on each bud, they managed to incorporate all of these different controls. And when I first started testing out the Lypertek Tevis, I was a little bit concerned because the Bluetooth connection with my smartphone was really not very good. It was constantly cutting out, stammering, stuttering. Occasionally the music would just pause for a few seconds before finally resuming. Thankfully it just seems to have been initial jitters, because after a couple of hours they were absolutely fine. Still get the occasional tiny little stammer when I hibernate my smartphone, but otherwise no worries. You've got full aptX support and everything as well for syncing up your sound with whatever video you're watching at the time. That all seems to work absolutely fine. As for the sound quality, well, the Lypertek Tevis are pretty good for that £99 asking price. Unfortunately for rock music, dance music, things like that, they're not entirely well suited. They don't quite have the oomph, the power behind them to really make those tracks resonate. So the bass is a little bit weak. The drums don't really slap the way they would really hope for, as you would get with something much more expensive like the Power Beats Pro, for instance. So the Tevis is definitely better suited to something like pop music, classical music, things like that. But the clarity is really good. All the instruments come through clearly. Voices, again, the vocals really nice and clear. And for £99, definitely happy. On top volume, these things will absolutely blast your eardrums as well, and the clarity is still pretty good even on those higher volumes. I tended to keep it around the mid-volume range, and I found that with the properly fitting rubber tips, the noise cancellation was actually pretty good as well. You don't have to have any active noise cancellation or anything like that, but they do a really good job of blocking out surrounding sound. I found that even when I was on a train, on a tube, somewhere really noisy, I didn't have to boost the volume up at all. But the area where the Lypertek Tevis really impress is the battery life. Frankly, the battery performance on these things is really good. Lypertek reckons you get about 10 hours of use from a single charge in that case, and I was like, yeah, sure mate, I'll have whatever pills you've been popping. No chance where they last a full 10 hours. But actually, after 90 minutes, I checked the Bluetooth battery power rating on my smartphone. They were still at 90%. I was like, this is insane. Could they actually go beyond the 10-hour limit? They didn't quite manage to break 10 hours, but they came really close. That's about double what you get from most rival true wireless earbuds, so very strong indeed. And when they do need a recharge, just shove them back in the handy carry case, and apparently you'll get up to 6 full recharges out of this case as well. I've been rocking it for a good few days now, and I'm not even close to wearing this thing out, so it definitely seems to do the job. And they're pretty fast at charging as well. Just 15 minutes in there will give you a couple of hours of use. And that is why I think of the Lypertek Tevis after a full week of testing. As you see, not quite perfect, but for £99 they have a lot to offer, including that really impressive battery life. That's definitely the best battery life of any true wireless earbuds that I've personally tested. But that said, I did get an email just this morning from Creative about their new Outlier Gold true wireless earbuds, which apparently boast 14 hours of battery life on a single charge. So I'll be getting those in to review those and see how they stack up against the Lypertek. So about the same price as well, around that sub £100 mark. So it'll be very interesting indeed. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you've got your own personal preferred brand of true wireless earbuds as well, which you really endorse, especially around that £100 mark, it'd definitely be great to hear your thoughts in the comments down below as well. And for more on the latest greatest tech, please do plug, subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers.